Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing wonderfully today. And good evening to you, Action Production. Good to see you, good to see you. So, if you recall, about a week ago, I did my 6-month anniversary stream, and I was supposed to do a Q&A, and I didn't actually answer anything that was sent to my Curious Cat, so I'm going to cover that today. I got some non-questions, requests to do certain tier lists, so we're going to cover that today, and we're going to go over some of the questions that were also asked on that Curious Cat. So that's what we're going to do. Good to see you, good to see you. For this first tier list that we're going to do, the first thing, and you're going to see my impeccable taste, my absolute, completely correct takes here. We're going to be rating some American fast food. I'm pretty sure this is mostly American, though there are some brands that are more international than that. And you can see that my opinion is the right opinion. Good to see you, Itachi. Good to see you here as well. Good to see you. The first one, A&W. A&W, I've had maybe once or twice. It did not leave any impression on me. Just to know I'm good. Thank you, Orion. I'm glad I'll have backup here. And that's fine, Itachi. So A&W, I've only had I think once or twice in my life, and it didn't leave a lasting impression on me. It wasn't garbage or anything. I just don't think it was good enough to be higher than D because I just don't remember it at all. Arby's, I hear a lot of people dog on Arby's and tell me it's awful, but it's also... Oh, Usagi, thank you for the host, thank you, and good to see you. I don't think Arby's is necessarily bad. I don't think it's the best. Wisteria will tell me that it's her favorite fast food sandwich place, and I'm confused by that. But I think it's decent enough for me to put it at a B. It's got some good sandwiches. I don't think the roast beef is bad. But, it's not, the best. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in C. Sorry, Wisteria. Arby's is, alright, but I think about everything that I put in S, A, and B, and Arby's would not be there. What's up, Itachi? Let's go to Bojangles. I've never had Bojangles. A&W you've never seen outside of an airport. Yeah, I think that might be where I've seen it. And yeah, Arby's is just alright. Boston Market, here's the thing. I used to really like Boston Market, and then Wisteria just told me that she could just cook the Boston Market food better. So I'm inclined to agree. So it's another case of it's fine food. It's fine enough. It's not bad, it's not terrible. So I'm gonna put that in D. It's just, it is. Yeah, there is a thing that says about, I know that. Now Buffalo Wild Wings, we're putting that in S tier. You cannot tell me that when Buffalo Wild Wings is just it's a staple between, I think you have to go to settings to fill that in. So Buffalo Wild Wings is just a mainstay with my friends. You know, it's just Thursdays half wing, you get 75-cent wings. That's you get 20 wings for $15. That's an excellent deal. And the sauces are so varied and so excellent, and even the entrees, if for some reason you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and decide to not get chicken, it's just, you're not gonna beat Buffalo Wild Wings when you're going for chicken. Yeah, exactly. Boston Market is basically just going to a ShopRite or to a Publix or any of those places and just being you know what? I'm gonna buy a rotisserie chicken for my family and I'm gonna get some boxed mashed potatoes. That's what Boston Market is. Now Burger King, controversial opinion, I don't think Burger King is that bad. This is the one that's gonna get me the most. I think I enjoy the taste of Burger King's burgers the most out of all the fast food burgers. And their nuggets are so weird, but also they're not terrible. I think people will this is controversial. I think most people will put Burger King down here. But I'm putting it at B. Right? Burger King's not that bad. And their artificial smoke is so blatant, but I feel the smoke on that is just better than what is it, McDonald's or Wendy's. B for Burger King. Thank you, Val. You understand me. And yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is just so good. Cane's, I think I had visiting Florida Land once. Again, D tier is basically places that did not leave any impression on me. Actually, you know what? I'll put Cane's in C tier. I think I do remember it being better than my experience at A&W. It was just passable. It wasn't terrible or anything, but I don't think it was that mid that I put it in D. Carl's Jr., I forget what Carl's Jr. is the same restaurant as, so we're gonna keep it in Never Had for a while. Give you any fast food place. You know, you go to enough fast food places and you realize that, you know, there is a hierarchy there. And now Checkers. Checkers has very fascinating menu options. And there's not many around the area. But like, when I moved, there was one near me. And I would say that I think it's in the same tier, but I think it's not as good as Burger King. Oh, it's Hardee's. Yeah, I haven't had either of those. Alright. Now I'm gonna round up the next of the controversial opinions. I'm gonna lower this. I see myself going into the red a lot. So the next controversial opinion, you can see this Chick-fil-A here. This has nothing. This, do not be fooled. This is going to be based purely on the food here. This is based purely on the food. Chick-fil-A is a solid high D, low C. Here's the thing. Everyone will tell me Boston Market should be higher. It's not fair because Wisteria is like painfully white, so she can make the Boston Market food way better than... Look, let me explain! Can you, in the chat, tell me what Chick-fil-A has that is good? Actually, let me put it low C. Because there is one good menu item in Chick-fil-A, and that is the chicken minis, which are time-gated. Chick-fil-A's best menu item is time-gated to before 10 a.m. I have to get my breakfast if I want to get the chicken minis, which the chicken minis are really good. Thank you, Cadenza. I'm glad you were just accepting my word as the truth. No, look, the chicken minis are really good. I will say that. Actually, I'll put it here. But, the chicken sandwich is like... You see this? You see Popeyes? Popeyes goes into A. The chicken sandwich from Popeyes blows Chick-fil-A's plain chicken sandwich out of the water. This is just a fact. Popeyes' chicken sandwich has literally caused a national crisis. There was a national shortage of chicken sandwiches. It is! And like, the sides at Popeyes are so much better. Like, I don't know what you want from me. That's what we're getting from Popeyes. That's just what Popeyes is. You got better sauces, you got better chicken, you got a better sandwich. Yeah. See, alright, you get me. Alright, Chipotle. This might be controversial, I don't know. I feel like Chipotle gets an S rank because I feel like it's just a very hearty meal that doesn't make you feel like dying, you know? You get good rice, it's rice and meat. You do get me, but Chick-fil-A should be better. I guess I feel bad saying that it's that much worse than Burger King or Checkers. I'm gonna put it in mid-B. You're leaving, I'm sorry, Val. I do not blame you, I understand how heated fast food discussion gets. Chipotle has very good meat. Chipotle's meats are delicious, and like, it's just a good mixture of food that like, it's very customizable. It's very, you know, you got good beans, you got good rice variation, you could get a burrito if you want. I think Chipotle is very versatile despite like having just the bowl of burrito, I think the taco and all that. But like, I think you can do a lot with what is offered there. Also, the guac and chips, very good, very good, very good, very good. Churches, I had this in Florida. It was okay. It was okay. I don't know what this okay is. I swear, people during tier lists, there's always that one person. Well, yeah, because sometimes there's just always going to be an S tier. Mexican food as a whole. Ooh. Now you're just gonna make them go crazy over that. Come on. All Mexican food? Even like Tex-Mex? Come on. I've never had Culver's. Why is Dairy Queen on this list? Like, if you're going for Dairy Queen for anything other than ice cream, I couldn't tell you where you went wrong. You're too far north to get like... Indian does spicy, but Indian spices are also really good, but it's a different kind of spice, you know? I think it's hard to compare. Ooh, tamales are really good too. DQ goes into like, it's better, I'm gonna put it here, D tier. The ice cream is really good, but like, I'm judging this by fast food and, like, the merit of going to a place for, like, fast food. Like, why are you going to Dairy Queen? True, but I'm not saying it's good because it's... Yeah, no, Mexican flavors are incredible. I love, like the carnitas and the, carnitas, the... What is it? The barbacoa. Oh, the steak. It's seasoned really nicely. DQ's food... Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. I can't very well judge DQ's food because the only food I've had from DQ is the Blizzards, which are phenomenal. I guess they're phenomenal enough for me to say that they're better than these over here. Because DQ ice cream is really good. I'll take your word for it, though, on this one, because I'm not well experienced in the non-dessert food from Dairy Queen, because who the fuck goes to Dairy Queen for food? I've never had a Del Taco, Denny's... Alright, so in terms of breakfast food stores, I'm gonna put Denny's in A. Because you have to consider... Alright, Kane, this is... You missed my explanation. A and W's there because I've had it once, and it didn't leave an impression on me. I don't think it's garbage to be an F tier. D is like, it's food. I have no strong opinion towards it, it's just food. F is where it's like, we get to the garbage. And then, like, C is like, I would buy it. Yeah. I think it's really good. I might be also, biased because the last time I had Denny's was when I was in the Philippines, and if you have American currency in the Philippines, you get a lot more food for your money. So it's hard for me to understand the pricing exactly. Domino's. God. Pizza hurts me. Sorry about that. You know, we're gonna just do this right now. Domino's goes there, Pizza Hut's like a little worse, Little Caesar's a little worse than that. But like, I won't say no to these pizzas. Like, D tier is like, I won't say no if someone offers to order this. Let me see, where else? What other pizza am I missing? There is... No, I think that covers all the pizzas. Alright. So Domino's, I think, is the best pizza, or at least has, like, the best deals. Pizza Hut's, like, cool. The cheesy crust gets kind of too much. Yeah, you just buy frozen pizzas. I think, thinking about Wisteria's history with frozen pizzas, I don't think we're going to be doing that. Food poisoning. Food poisoning is painful. Alright, Dunkin' Donuts. I actually really like Dunkin' Donuts, like, food. Like, I guess hash browns are hash browns no matter where you get them, but their sandwiches are pretty good. So I'm going to put that in high C because I wouldn't eat them over any of these. Unless it was like, I was in a really big rush. You will pay for the expense? Yeah, I will pay to not use my oven. I am not going to put, what's my name? Dunkachino! I do love their coffee though. But their food leaves a little bit to be desired in comparison. El Pollo Loco, I've never had. Never had Fat Burger. Firehouse Subs is actually really good. I think I would put this at the top of A tier. They have some really quality subs from Firehouse Subs. I don't know if anyone ever has had it, but like their cheddar brisket sub is just like, time to welcome Reina. Jersey Mike's is also pretty good. I'd put Jersey Mike's in a solid B. Like probably above Chick-fil-A. But, like, if I saw a food court with, like, Burger King and Checkers and Chick-fil-A and Jersey Mike's, I would definitely go to Burger King because both time and I just like the taste of their burgers better. Oh, this one is going to be controversial. This is Five Guys. I think this is, like, a nationally acclaimed burger joint. I think everyone loves Five Guys, everyone talks it up, everyone's always like, the Cajun fries are really good. And this is going to determine my destiny here. It's A. It's A. I like the burgers, but they're not my favorite burgers. They're very good burgers, don't get me wrong, but I actually don't think my favorite burger... one of my favorite burger joints is here. Alright, that's acceptable. It's not... Yeah. Five Guys has really good burgers, don't get me wrong. I just have a couple of burger joints that I would go to over Five Guys, so I'm gonna put it in S or an A for comparison. IHOP goes to the bottom of B tier. It's not Denny's. It's alright breakfast food. Reina, how have you never had Five Guys? That's impressive at this point. Five Guys isn't bad though. It's like, I wouldn't tell anyone that they need to get it. Ooh. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talk about how Five Guys is like their hangover food. In-N-Out, I've never had. I hear it's really good. Jack in the Box, never had. Heard it's really good. Jimmy John's, I had this when I was at a convention once, I'm pretty sure. Jimmy John's was alright. You've never had a good experience? Oh my god, wait. Oh, there is a story I have about IHOP. You're just leading ESC. Well, Reina, that's just how things are on different sides of the universe. But funny that you bring that up, Bodega, because I have a really fun story about IHOP. So, there was this day, I think it was the day after Thanksgiving, or it might have been like the day after Black Friday. Wisteria and a few friends of ours, we went to the mall to do some like shopping around and stuff, and we were excited to like do a couple of other activities. We're gonna go to IHOP, we were gonna get some food. I think we initially planned to like do bowling and karaoke, and all of those plans fell out because the all those places in the mall just were not open. They were packed or some malfunction was happening. So we couldn't get the food we wanted, we couldn't do bowling, it was too packed. I think the movies, like none of the movies showings were at a good time. So then we went to an IHOP. The IHOP was open. We sat there, we ordered our food. We waited. We waited for about 10 minutes. Okay, the food wasn't there. We waited for 20 minutes. The food wasn't there. We waited for 30 minutes. We asked a waitress where our food is, and then they bring out the food. The food was really cold. The food was not all that we ordered. It was missing. It was missing a lot of it. It was, I'm pretty sure they had one cook. And ever since that day, that cursed day where everything went wrong, we call that, I can't say the name of the day because it's named after the mall we went to. You think it's lower than B? I don't think it's that bad. But, Bodega, is it the mall you're thinking of? I don't know. I will say that you can acronym this mall has 4 floors. I will say that. The mall has 4 floors. It starts with a P. It probably is the mall you're thinking of. They put cocaine. I do enjoy IHOP pancakes though, and IHOP kind of holds a soft spot in my heart because for some reason that's where my parents would go on their anniversary every year. So I'd eat at IHOP over any of these places. You can hate me. I don't want to hate you. I'd rather not. And thank you for the sip. So yeah, I think of my parents whenever I go to an IHOP nowadays too, or whenever I order. Alright, KFC. It's not better than Popeyes. It's not better than Chick-fil-A. KFC is okay. I would go to KFC. I do like certain menu items there. I think the shepherd's pie is really good. I think it's the shepherd's pie. That's like my favorite menu item there. And also, they gave you a side dish of gravy? Just gravy? I cannot disrespect the company that decided that putting 2 greasy, slimy pieces of chicken together as a sandwich and called that a double down. Like, if you've never had the pleasure of eating a KFC double down, please do so when they re-release the double down, because it's just magical, the double down. There's just something special about the concept of that sandwich. I couldn't tell you just like what exactly it is, but like just eating a sandwich that's just 2 slices of chicken sandwiching like lettuce, tomato, pickles, and everything is holy Christ. The best of KFC is the Twister. I have never had the Twister. What is the Twister? Yeah, and yeah, the famous bowl is what I was thinking of. It's like the mashed potatoes, the peas, like the cheese and all that stuff with the chicken. Oh, yeah. I don't think KFC is like bad. I don't think it's like egregious. Alright, Krispy Kreme. Unlike Dunkin' Donuts, I'm pretty sure Krispy Kreme can only be judged by the worth of their donuts because it's literally all donuts. So, by worth of their only menu item, I'm gonna put it here. My sister calls KFC the old man. Yeah, that is Colonel Sanders. Wisteria actually told me a fascinating story about how Colonel Sanders was like kind of incredibly unhinged, and I don't think he was actually a colonel. And no, I think he was in the military, and like originally he like started peddling his recipe to like random restaurants all throughout the Kentucky area to get more money. And There's like this whole thing. I'm sure the next time Wisteria's on stream, we can recount the story of Colonel Sanders. The Twister is a tortilla that has chicken, mayo, lettuce, and other things that... The KFC burrito? I could believe that being really good. KFC's chicken isn't, like, bad. It's just... I don't think it's as great as Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. You can't ever go to Krispy Kreme. You know... Yeah! Exactly! I always am terrified of when I have Krispy Kreme because it's just so powerful. And yeah, Krispy Kreme is only beat by anyone's local mom and pop donut place. Exactly, exactly. I had, like, a local place like that. Their donuts were incredible. They had, like, this Italian rainbow cookie donut. Like, you know, like the yellow, green, red Italian rainbow cookies? Have you guys ever had one of those? They had one of those, but in donut form. And it tastes way better than those Italian rainbow cookies. It's... Oh, Bodega, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you know where I get them from. Oh, they're so good. Margot. Are you coming into my stream and telling me that Buffalo Wild Wings deserves lower than an S? You may state your case, Margot. And good to see you. Good to see you. I do need to hear your... Ooh, deserves B? Long John Silver is an F. Is it time for... We're putting McDonald's in low B. It's fine. It's the most agreeable fast food, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Oh, you know what? Margot, that's fine, because that's literally how I feel about Long John Silver. I don't have one. I think I've passed by one in a rest stop once. I've never eaten it. But just the concept of fast food seafood is literally a nightmare. Fast seafood? What the fuck? Wait, how did you miss what offense? Fluffy pizza? Oh, Pizza Hut. Oh, so I am not a fan of Pizza Hut's crust or pizza. It's just that. Yeah. Popeyes has... Well, Popeyes isn't primarily a seafood joint. And yeah, it's... Buffalo Wild Wings isn't everywhere. There's a lot of fast food places that aren't everywhere. But, Buffalo Wild Wings is probably, like... If you gave me, like, a list of fast food to pick from, I would almost, like, probably 8 times out of 10 pick Buffalo Wild Wings if you gave me this entire list. Moe's I've never had, despite there one being one near me. Domino's should be higher. I'm sure Wisteria would also tell me that, but, I just am okay with Domino's. It's not bad. And, like, D is, like, the bar of, I will eat this food, I will not think it's gross. And then C is like, yeah, if you offered me anything in the D tier and the C tier, I would probably, like, 7 times out of 10 order the C tier. Think of the cheese bread. The cheese bread from Domino's is pretty good. And so are their desserts. Domino's and Pizza both have pretty good desserts. Actually, I'm going to put it at the top of C tier. These are in order. Most pizza places that aren't mom and pop small businesses, yeah. A lot of local pizzerias are just the wave. A lot of the local or deep cuts, I've never seen a smash burger till I moved to the south. Oh, I mean, I've had there's a lot of smash burgers over in the east, and smash burgers actually, this is going to be a point of contention. It's also hard for me. I think I'm going to put it right below Five Guys. I consider putting above, but I think I like Five Guys. Five Guys' accessories are a little bit better than smash burger. And then, alright. So this one's going to be strange, but I have just really bad memories. My local college had one of these really close by, and I just have too many nightmares about this restaurant. So Panda Express, you're also going on F tier. I never want to see you unless I'm back on my college campus again. Oh, funny that you mentioned that, Orion. You've never heard of Smash Burger? If you go to a Smash Burger and you look at the I think it's the black and red logo, Smash Burger and GameStop have the same logo font, which I think is funny. And Smash Burger is not C tier, Bodega. Smash Burger is really good. I think they have a good variety of burgers and good burger customizational options. It's okay, Panda Express makes you fly into an uncontrollable rage too. Yeah, it just makes me black out. Panera. Also, probably. You know what? I can't put it in S tier because that price is just way too high. Panera is a little bit too expensive. We're gonna put it there. Yeah, it does. It is GameStop font for no reason. Panera's A tier. Panera has such good food. Yes, there's so much good Chinese food that, like, Panda Express is literally just a struggle meal. It's just a struggle meal. But Panera's soup options, Panera's sandwich option. What has you upset, Itachi? Is there a placement that has you raging? Yeah. Panera is just too expensive, in my opinion. But, like, the food is incredible. I love the sandwiches and the soups from Panera. Oh yeah, I missed this pizza. Papa John's, you're F tier. You're D tier. I will still eat Papa John's, it's just... No, it's F tier. I do not like Papa John's. You'd hang out there and leech... Oh, I remember back when when I was in high school, there was a Panera nearby. We would, like, walk to it. It would be like a mile walk. And we were poor high schoolers, and my friends were telling me about the Panera meta, where you would go to Panera, you'd go to Panera and ask for a water cup and then get the soda, so that you don't have to get a cup of soda. And then they had to start putting up signs saying, please do not ask for a water cup and then pour from the soda fountain. And I was like, huh, that is illegal, isn't it? You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yo, one time there was a Smash Burger. I love seeing... Actually, I think there was a Smash Burger next to a GameStop near where I worked as well. Not anymore, though. The GameStop closed. Honestly, I feel like it's just like brand loyalty. Like, whichever brand you feel the most loyal to. Popeyes has you confused, Itachi. Popeyes has good chicken sandwiches. Popeyes has good chicken sandwiches, good sides, good sauce. I feel like even, like, the chicken strips are pretty good from there as well. I have no idea what this logo is. It looks like a DDR song logo. When you were in grad school, you'd rotate the pizza brands. Sometimes it just gives you a new outlook. I don't know what this... Pop Tropica? I don't know what this is. Qdoba? I think I've had Qdoba once. It's like Chipotle, but I didn't care for it enough. So I'm gonna put it in C tier for... I would not go out of my way to order this. I think Pop Tropica is a Flash game, yeah. Popeyes... Oh, well, that's messed up. They didn't give you your fries. Popeyes fries are so good. Qdoba is Texas Chipotle? I see. I've heard some people argue, like, to hell and back that Qdoba is better than Chipotle, but, I've never been compelled to go to a Qdoba, so I couldn't argue. Yeah, not getting your fries when you ordered feels bad. Quiznos, never had it. Shake Shack, I've had it once. Their burgers, they're alright. Everyone talks about how good Shake Shack's burgers are. I've had a couple burgers there. I would take fast food burger over. I'm sorry everyone. I'm sorry that I am just going to get shit on for this one. Shake Shack. Alright, so funny story. I have so many fast food stories. Now, Bodega, when you say the mushroom burger, is it a burger with mushroom on it? Or is it a burger made out of mushroom? Because the last time I ordered Shake Shack, I thought it was going to be the former, and then I ended up getting the latter, and I was really disappointed in my burger. It's a deep fried portobello. Filled with cheese. I think that's what I had. I wasn't a fan of it. I was like, I think it might have been because I was expecting a meat burger. But yeah, I think it was one of those, like, I've heard that, like, if you bite into something expecting a very specific flavor, and you do not get that flavor in your mouth, that your brain will think it is poison, and the taste will be completely, like, wrong with what you expect. Because I do like mushroom, but I didn't like the mushroom burger. I thought that was really mid, and I thought the regular burger that I got, like, a few years back from there was also not super impressive. I will say, I guess like, the quality of the burger for how long it takes me to get it compared to a Burger King, I'm gonna keep it in B tier. Exactly. You want meat. Sheets? I've never had Sheets before. Oh, Sonic. You go above McDonald's. The shakes are pretty good, actually. I will say that, yeah, I could... If I think about the shakes, that'll make me put it over the B tier. I've never had an Impossible Burger. I know that Wisteria likes those like the Beyond Burgers a lot, but here's my story with Sonic, because I, for some reason, have a lot of stories with fast food places. When we moved into the new lodging for when we were all adults, we needed to get some food and we needed to get it fast, and we didn't. I don't know why we didn't Uber Eats it or DoorDash it, but I think it was because we wanted to just like go there and back, and I think we thought it would be faster for us to go ourselves, or oh no, we had to stop by a store for like tools and stuff. We had to stop by like a Home Depot, and on the way home was a Sonic, and we made these poor women take an entire like $100 order. Like it was like 120, and it was like 8 different meals. Sometimes you need fast food. You're right. Sometimes you just need fast food on your way going home, and that's the fastest food that you can get. And I don't remember what it was that was like really egregious about it, but like it was just like the concept of coming home with like 10 pounds of Sonic food was just so ridiculous that we've made it a tradition every year. Every year, July 13th, that is Sonic Day. That is the day we just order a fuck ton of Sonic at the store itself with like the most ridiculous order and just drive home and then eat it to celebrate our housewarming. Starbucks. Alright. Hope you enjoy Naruto. Konnichiwa, disembodied voices. Good to see you. So, Starbucks is alright. Starbucks has better... Starbucks has like alright food. And here's my thing with Starbucks food, is that I think it's worse than Arby's. July 13th is the day you... yeah, some poor employee's day where they have to just deal with someone ordering $100 worth of food in the drive-thru instead of at the kiosk. So, when everything closed down last year, someone that I knew worked at a Starbucks, and they gave them a lot of the frozen food. And they have like a lot of like breakfast sandwiches. Yeah, fake bougie garbage. It was like sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, and on like really nice bread rolls or like frozen bread rolls. And like they gave us a lot of that. So Starbucks frozen food that we heated up got us through like the early stages of the lockdown, because we never had to leave the house, because we had probably like, I would say 3 to 4 weeks worth of Starbucks sandwiches shoved into our freezer. And man, the flashbacks of just waking up, working, getting lunch, to just go to the freezer and heat up a Starbucks sandwich is just, it still resonates in my head today. Just the same sausage, egg, and cheese, or bacon, egg, and cheese, or I don't remember what the other one was. I don't think it was like Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, but it was just very repetitive. Their coffee's alright. I don't mind the coffee, though. Coffee isn't as good as Dunkin'. I would take Dunkin' over Starbucks coffee any day. The tomato munch was the one you ate the most. Did you also have a lot of frozen Starbucks sandwiches during that time period? It was a time. Then here we have Steak and Shake. This is the burger place that I'm going to put a S tier. We had one locally for about, I would say, like 3 or 4 years, and I was devastated when they closed it down, because I love the shoestring fries. Shoestring fries are some of my favorite fries. If your fries are either like shoestring or like the crinkle cut, those are like my favorite fry variations, like my favorite fry subcategories. And Steak and Shake has that. And Steak and Shake has good shakes, good burgers. Shake Shack is like it. Shake Shack wants what Steak and Shake has, is what I'm gonna say. Subway. That's fair. Shoestring fries are very divisive, so I do not blame you. Subway, alright subs. It's not Firehouse subs, it's not as good. I would not eat it over most of these places. I will put it at the top of C tier. Yeah, their shakes are astronomical. I'm glad you at least appreciate some of it. Taco Bell, easy low A. I think out of all my like super fast food like Taco Bell, Burger King, Wendy's, and all that, Taco Bell gets the highest position, because Taco Bell has a lot of diversity in their menu. They got nacho fries back. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the ads for the new hit summer anime Fry Force. That Subway bread is considered to not be... Are you sure about that? I've seen the Subway bread. I've been on the other side of the counter before. It looks like bread to me. Tim Hortons, I've had it once. I'll put it over Dunkin' Donuts so I don't get smoked by a bunch of Canadians. I like it. It's not bad. Actually, I'll put it over here. Tim Hortons is nice. I've been to Canada once. Yeah, it's too much sugar. Oh! Oh! There's so much sugar in it that's considered a cake? That's horrifying. Tim Hortons, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Like, A&W I had once did not leave an impression. Tim Hortons left an impression on me. That's the thing. Wawa. None of the other convenience store places are here. So Wawa is going to serve as a catalyst for Wawa, Quick Check, and 7-Eleven. And we're putting that at... Oh, we'll put it here. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think the food is that high quality. Do not get me wrong. Wawa, Quick Check, 7-Eleven, all these convenience store, gas station restaurants, they're not restaurants, they're rest stops. But you cannot tell me that you have not made a late night... Yeah, it's just like, it's fast food and fast casual, basically. It's like a lot of just restaurants. I've never been to a Sheetz, so I've never been there. It's just not on the list, unfortunately. Let me see if I could make this bigger, because I think this is going to be a problem with some of the other lists that we go through. Let's see, let me narrow this down here. Wait. Changing the width won't help. Let me do this. I don't want any ads to appear. These ads are disgusting. Let's just do this in real time. Mess around with my layout. I didn't realize how big this would get. Too many tiers. There we go. You can see everything here. Alright. And yeah, it's just pretty much whatever restaurants happen to be on this list. So now, let's see. We got Wendy's. I like Wendy's better than Checkers, but not better than Burger King. They're all really close, but like, I think Burger King has the best of those fast food burger tastes. What a burger, never had. White Castle. Watabaga. I'm in this, like, really big predicament with White Castle because White Castle is absolutely the, like, you're super fucked up and you're just craving shitty burgers, and they hit so right in the moment, but then you feel the repercussions of the burger a couple hours later. It's like one of those, like, you know in video games when they have those, like, power-up modes where you get supercharged, like, you get super powerful, you get, like, 5x5 attack power, and then your HP slowly starts to decrease over time because it blows you up, essentially. That's what White Castle is, you know? Like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know if you ever played, like, Street Fighter Cross Tekken where you activate Pandora mode, you sacrifice your opponent's life, and then you have 10 seconds to win the rest of the round, otherwise you die. That's what eating White Castle is like. I'll put it in C. Wingstop. Wingstop is the not powerful version of Buffalo Wild Wings, so that goes into... I'll give it a C as well. White Castle is just, it's powerful, but like, it's dangerous. That's what I'll say. Alright. So here is my tier list for restaurants. It's very nondescript. It's just fast food chains. It says fast food chains, but it's not necessarily all fast food because we got Buffalo Wild Wings and IHOP and Denny's, and they're not all fast food. But I guess this is like the Uber Eats tier list. You know, you look on Uber Eats to see what you want, and this is what you see available. If you blended a White Castle slider, I feel like it would look around the same as it normally does. Yeah, Faber. Yeah. I think so too. I think it would look approximately that horrifying. So that's the first tier list. This one actually wasn't requested of me. The second one, someone requested that I do a tier list of Fire Emblem units. They weren't specific about that. And there are so many ways you could take a Fire Emblem tier list, and most of those ways would be way too long and not particularly interesting if I had to be honest. But like, I'm going to go for what would be the easiest and relate all the lords and talk about why all these lords are either good or bad. Reiterating that you should really try it. I will try it if I'm ever in the area of a fat burger, because I've never even heard of fat burger until recently. So this next tier list is going to be one that was actually requested of me when I had my Curious Cat open. So we're going to do this, and then once I go through this one, we'll go through the Q&A just to see the questions that were sent to me. In and out. Yeah, one of these days I'll probably be on that side of the country. Yes, you are correct, Lucianus. I have had canes once, I believe, and it didn't leave a strong impression on me. I've never had Bojangles. Have you seen that YouTube video rating all Fire Emblem characters? I've seen, I think it was Mecha, who's doing a Patreon thing where every few weeks he has people on his Patreon list characters that he rates. And he's making a full all Fire Emblem characters tier list, which is just holy cursed. Long John Silver deserves a bump up. If the seafood restaurant deserves a bump up because of its chicken, that's impressive. I put Long John Silver as an F for the meme just because the concept of the restaurant terrifies me. The seafood restaurant. I think it's MacArthur's, I think, is the other one. It's a seafood restaurant. I just have avoided it because fast seafood terrifies me. I know Popeyes also has shrimp, but I just avoid it. So I could technically just put Long John Silver's and never had because I've never had it. But it's just, the restaurant confuses me. But I will take your word for it. And I'll take your word on Bojangles being really good. I feel like I've had family and in-laws tell me that Bojangles is very good. But I have not had the chance to try it. Here's the Fire Emblem Leads tier list. Unless you're at a mom and pop by the beach, fast seafood. Well, at that point, I don't even think it would be fast seafood if it was a mom and pop seafood place, because that's just a mom and pop. I feel like it's so hard to classify those as seafood. So someone asked me to make this tier list here, a tier list of all the lore of Fire Emblem units. But I'm just gonna do the Fire Emblem main characters because they're pretty encompassing of the series. We got our S, A, B, C, D, and I'm just gonna go, for those of you who don't know these characters, I'm gonna just give you brief summaries of what I know, because I've also not played every single Fire Emblem game yet. Roy goes in D tier. So, Roy is the Super Smash Bros. Character that everyone knows. You play Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube, and you're like, wow, this guy's got a fire sword, he's so cool. And then you play Fire Emblem: The Binding Blade, and then this character is stuck as an unpromoted character. This character cannot get stronger than he never promotes. He never gets stronger until the last 3 levels, at which point he's just going to be a bad character. And he's not a particularly compelling protagonist either, I would say. So he stays in D tier. Lilina also doesn't get to do anything, so she's also gonna get put into D tier. She gets captured and she gets rescued, and then she opens a door for you, and that's all that Lilina does. Hector goes into the S tier. Hector's first introduction to Fire Emblem 7, the first time you see this guy, he kills a man in cold blood. The guy tells him, hey wait, you can't be here. And then Hector says, that's my friend over there. And then he just knocks him the fuck out. He just straight up uppercuts someone. And he's like, my boy Eliwood is in danger. I gotta save him. Speaking of Eliwood, Eliwood's alright. Eliwood gets to fuck a dragon, so... Eliwood's pretty cool. I'm actually gonna put him in A tier. He does a lot of stuff. His adventure's pretty cool. Kane, what? Oh-ho! Yeah, Hector also has the best select set in Fire Emblem Heroes. Ike is raw as hell. Ike has my favorite line in the series. Let me pull this line up. Ike gods. It's so, as you guys know, in Fire Emblem, a lot of times you fight gods. And so because you fight gods, you get to say some raw shit. In Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia, one of your characters says, a mattress is a god. This shall be an interesting test indeed. You only need one Hector to have the Hector, Evelyn, Faye. Oh, I think I also only need one more. But no, Ike has the best line of any Lord in the Fire Emblem. To the final boss of Radiant Dawn, he says, then we will fight, and we will save our people. Make your peace with whatever the gods worship. Your end is near. And make your peace with whatever the gods worship is like the rawest line in all of Fire Emblem. Even crazier than pick a god and pray. He tells the god themselves to pray to whatever it is that you pray to. And that line will always stick with me. That's my favorite line in the entire series. Ephraim can go into A tier. He's cool. Ephraim is like pretty cool, but I feel like he kind of just does too well, you know? Like, Chapter 5X where he invades the Redenval Castle with like 4 other dudes and says, I don't pick fights I can't win. Imagine losing the fight after that. He turns straight to stone. Oh, that would be so funny. Loses anyway. Time paradox. Alright, Alencia's alright. For some lords I like have nothing. Actually, no. Alencia gets B tier because I don't really care about her in the story. But she has Amity. She's really strong in her section of Radiant Dawn. She kind of carries you. And Stun is really cool. And like a Flying Lord, so that's pretty cool. Erica, I think, is just as good as Ephraim. I think she does a lot of growing in her story mode. A lot of people always bring up that one moment in Fire Emblem 8 where she gives Leon the last Sacred Stone, and I'm going to be honest with you, Ephraim would have done the same thing. These two characters interchangeably. Ooh, Talos Sanguinaire, welcome, thank you for the raid. We're currently going through some tier lists right now. Let me give that shout out. Talos Sanguinaire. What were you guys up to? Ooh, Demon Souls. Was it the remake? I remember I tried playing the original like ages ago, and I can't get into Souls game. But I hope you had a good run with your playthrough of Demon Souls. We're currently going through a Fire Emblem tier list, but I hope your stream went well. You also missed this tier list that I'll briefly take a look at, since you're bringing a couple people here. We made a tier list of fast food just earlier. Buffalo Wild Wings, Chipotle, and Steak and Shake are the best fast food places. Panda Express is garbage, so we put those in the bottom tier, and everything else. Everything from D upwards is things that I'm alright with. But going back to the Fire Emblem leads here, this is what we have so far. I think Ephraim and Erica were a strong lord duo. I think they did pretty well in their story. I think they had good presence. Chipotle is great. Five Guys was A tier. Five Guys was high A tier, the top of A tier. It's not my favorite burger joint, but I cannot deny that they're really good. This next lord that I'm gonna rate. So, I don't have a typically high impression of lords, but I think, or of self-inserts, but I think Robin as a tactician is really cool. I think his presence in the story of Awakening is really cool, and I think that moment in Fire Emblem Awakening where that boat attack, you know, where they have their own fleet and they just launch, like, they just explode their ships onto the enemy fleet and just go apeshit. I think that was like one of my favorite like tactician moments in like a Fire Emblem game. Just that kind of like suicide mission, and it works because they're the protagonist. Alright, so I think they're good protagonists. I think they're good leads. Chrom is just like, the thing about Chrom is that he carries like a lot of the intro story to it. I think he's a cool character, but I don't think he's more than just there. I feel like Lucina and the two other lords and Robin kind of just take precedent over Kissy. Kissy, you get some of this Chrom in action over here, some of this Chrom in action over here. Chrom, that man you are married to. I keep on thinking about people, like, both men and women, who have played Fire Emblem Awakening and talk about how Chrom either stole their wife, or Chrom stole them away from their husband. I've heard stories of people who like wanted to like marry Long Q, and then they finish chapter 11, and then they just get stolen away. Oh, that's such a stinger for that to happen to you. That Chrom can just take your wife. Like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so ready to marry, I don't know, Sumia. And wait, Chrom, what are you doing? Chrom, why are you looking at her like that? Chrom, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think in terms of like lord actions and what he does, Chrom is a cool guy. I would absolutely, like, if this was like a tier list of people that I would go drinking with, I would absolutely I would absolutely go drinking with, like, Crom, Hector, and Ephraim. They would be, like, the S-tier drinking buddies. But, like, in terms of, like, plot power, he's just a B. Getting Crom to marry Sumia was a nightmare. I feel bad for everyone who tried to min-max the game. Yeah, Crom marrying Olivia, that's the nightmare. You know what? Talos, you're so right. We're changing this to a drinking buddies list. This is now going to be what Fire Emblem Lords I would want to drink with. You know, these three would be really fun. Robin would be like, these guys they would take care of you. Valencia also would take care of you. Ephraim would be a rowdy drunk. Ephraim would be like a D tier. That's fair. That's fair. It's okay. New tier for Hector. Oh ho tier. O tier. Like, these would be the people who would take care of you, and so would Ellie would. Lucina would be one of those, like, crying drunks that, like, you wouldn't want to console, and you'd see her in a corner, and a lot of people would be looking at her, and you'd be like, we'll give her some space. Oh yeah, got approved, nice. The sip emote. Ephraim would fistfight everyone. Roy and Lilina would be, like, the people that would be, like... I feel like they're, like... I'm not gonna go by underage, because, you know, even if they're underage, we're going under the impression that they're all allowed to drink. They wouldn't be particularly interesting, I don't think. Actually, Lilina would be in the same, like, caretaker tier. So would Erika. Responsible buzzkillers. Let's rename these. Life of the Party / Bro tier. A would be... What would A tier be? Like, fun to be around. Takes care of everyone. I can't imagine they would be interesting drunk. Really rowdy or really sad. I guess I could... There we go. And we can take out this I do not know who you are tier. There we go. There we go. Life of the Party. Here we go. Here's our tiers. Julia. You know what? Julia would be like that fun to be around. You know, she's like... She has like no memory. She has like... She doesn't know who she is. I might be confusing her with Deirdre though. Same thing. You know, amnesia really hits different when you're fucked up. Leaf... Also, like... Yeah, I think these two would be able to drink people under the table, if only because the alcohol would almost certainly take way too long for them to get hit by it. Nana also mom friend. Ninian. Yeah, these, like, Elliewood and Ninian would be like that couple that you see that like everyone goes to because you know that these two have like combined have like fanny packs and like purses with everything that you'd ever need. Lynn? I think Lynn would actually be pretty crazy drunk. That's the K and blood hit different. Alphonse would be like the stick in the mud. Alphonse would not be drinking. Alphonse would just be... He'd just be there. Soth would take care of everyone, if only because Micaiah would be crazy. Chris. Both Chris's. I feel like these guys would be rowdy as well. I feel like the farmhand energy on the two Chris's is just really just... Like Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff would start playing, and like these three would start going absolutely apeshit in the party. With or without weapons. Sharina, straight up fun to be around, you know. That's literally just her entire character in Fire Emblem Awakening. Don't let your biases about Corn influence you here. Don't let your biases... They would probably be fine to be around. I think these characters are so goddamn boring. But, like, you know, they've been so coddled that, like, Cheeto the bro, thank you for joining the classroom, for entering the classroom. I feel like they would be loosened up by the alcohol to the point where they might stop being cardboard pieces of, like cardboard cutouts. Good to see you, good to see you. So, Azura would be in the really rowdy tier. She'd be the person she would get absolutely smashed and then just start belting out Lost in the Waves really loudly. Like, you are the ocean's great waves. She would just be like, either like singing it really awfully or singing it really well while just like drunkenly dancing, like drunken fist style dancing. And at some point in the middle of that, she would like probably put on her veil and start like making Garen do those grunting sounds. Alright, so this one is going to be biased because, as everyone knows, I am a teacher. Well, her movements in the dance would look like someone who's doing drunken fist martial arts, like that kind of motion. Byleth has to put up with so much. Have you played Three Houses and interacted with the students? You have to put up with so much as Byleth that, like, Byleth would see these three at the party and just immediately down an entire, what is it? I'm trying to think, a flask of alcohol. Byleth must be an alcohol. Byleth literally has no emotions, though. I mean, depending on what route we go for, I'm pretty sure Byleth does get their emotions back, but, like, we're gonna go with what... Look, being a teacher kills you on the inside. So when you're at a point where you can unwind, I'm gonna believe that Byleth is gonna go really rowdy. Edelgard. Too straight-laced. Can you know what an alcoholic is? Smells like projection. It might be projection. It might be. Claude. Claude, I'm gonna put the fun to be around, but I feel like I can't say... Here. Let's do Adora below. Probably fucking with everyone else. Claude would be the absolute type of person to tell you a drink isn't alcoholic, and then you drink it, and then it turns out to be like fucking 80 proof. That's what it would be. That's what it would be. And then he would fake drunkenness. He gets his own tier. Dimitri, very rowdy. I've seen what Dimitri does. Itsuki? Or, I don't remember, is it Itsuki, right? Like, I never played Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I've seen his dialogue in Fire Emblem Heroes. Probably takes care of everyone. Rowdy, murderous. Marth. Marth also takes care of everyone. That's just a given. Marth is the character. Itsuki is a weenie. I haven't touched the game yet. I need to get it because it came out on the Switch. Alright. Tsubasa also seems like the kind of person who would probably just be fun to be around. Shida, mom friend again. We're gonna put him in the fun to be around tier. You know, like, I don't think he's gonna be like the best drinking bro, but like, you know, Ram Wine hits different. Same with Celica. Sigurd. Seliph? Probably. I think he kind of just be like bread. I've actually never seen Seliph's dialogue. I've only played up to chapter 3 of Genealogy. Please don't hurt me, Fire Emblem fans. And then Sigurd. Sigurd just seems too responsible. Like, Sigurd would watch Deirdre go apeshit and kind of just make sure she doesn't die. That's my take. That's my take. So this is it. This is the Fire Emblem, how they would be at a party drinking, or tier list. So next, we're going to take a little interim here, and we're going to go through the Q&A. I couldn't even make... Yeah. The prologue, they're just such long maps that you gotta think of them, each part of the map, as like separate chapters. That's what a lot of people have told me. And it makes it easier to sit through, but it's just also just so hard, you know? The chapters feel so long. They even have battle saves, but it's so hard to like sit through it. So, let's go to the Q&A. So, I opened up my Curious Cat, and I got some questions. Some of them were questions like for some reason, just asking about tier lists, so we went through some tier lists. We're gonna go through some more. We're gonna answer the questions first. Alright, without further ado, here's the first question of the Q&A. Why would you send me this? No! Alright, thank you for the Q&A, everyone. Let's go back to the tier lists. So this next tier list, I saw that answer get sent to me, and I was like, huh, that's a strange question. We're starting and ending with the hard-hitting questions. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to push my Curious Cat link anymore. I think I'm satisfied with just that singular question being sent to me. Because the other two were questions about tier lists, and you know what? That's fine. So, this next one, we're gonna change the music up a little bit here. You joined at a great time, yeah. I was floored. I couldn't, you know, that's just the tier list. This next list is actually gonna be a little bit different. So, as you can see here, I don't know how many of you guys know this. I did do a stream of Stepmania once, but I am a big fan of DDR. Big Dance Dance Revolution fan. And this next tier list is gonna be a little fast. I'm not gonna make you listen to all these songs, but like, you're gonna get a taste of what all the songs sound like. Just like, you know, just so you can see why I'm rating them the way they are. I actually think the video I'm gonna watch is gonna have them all in order. So let me stop playing my music here, and let's take a look at some classic, this is the music that sort of just encompasses the, what is it? What year was this? This game came out in like 2003. This is the North American version of Dance Dance Revolution Extreme. So without further ado, I'm gonna rate all these songs. Let's see, did they go through the entire menu? Yes, they do. So, I can't see the comment here, I can't see my chat. Back in the day, yeah, exactly. Where'd my chat go? There we go. I need a third monitor now. So we're gonna start with this first song. What? God, this select music. So that's 59, or .59. It's not this one, so F and F1 exactly. .59. It's a very solid, like, I have to put it up there because it's the first song you hear whenever you turn on DDR Extreme. So it's a pretty good track. This next one is 321 Stars. This one bops. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna listen to them actually, not just like the little snippets, because you don't hear enough of them for me just talking about it. I can't talk about it for enough time. Like, listen to that. Like, just that electronic music. An ordinary fella. This one, we're putting an S tier. I am probably gonna get super DMCA for this. It's okay, but it's not very... Yeah, exactly. And then, like, the bridge part. He's not... I love the DDR announcer! Oh, one of these days I wish I could do a DDR stream with a dance pad. This next one is... Okay, everyone talks hella big about this one. This one's called A. I do not care for the song. Oh, DDR Max 2 also had a really good set list. I think Extreme and Extreme 2 are my favorites. Like, it has this, and then, like, it like, builds up for, like, a minute. And, like, it's not a hard track. So, like, it's just this... It's cool violin sounds. But, like, as a chart, it's alright. Like, I would not put this, like, super high. This gets, like, a boost. It's okay. Oh, but this one. This is a stupid barber. It has the strangest name. I don't think anyone has ever really figured out what the name is supposed to mean.
Are you ready? Here we go.
But it's got that good electronic sound. Thanks, BT. Welcome. Thank you for joining. We're listening to some DDR music. We're listening, and I'm rating all the DDR tracks in DDR Extreme. You don't have enough hand-eye effort. That means you could just play it on the keyboard. Not even for keyboard step mania? Oh no!
Good! Keep on going!
It's so satisfying. Like, I feel like DDR is one game, like rhythm games in general, just improving at rhythm games is such a good feeling. Impromptu scatting karaoke. This is Absolute, which I think is also, could be an absolute banger, but I think it's a little too repetitive. I think the instrumental is really cool, but I feel like they could have had some variation. It's just that note progression like 20 times. People who play like dedicated 4-key DDR keyboard games, like when you see people playing like Eterna on charts that are made specifically for keyboard, like I don't know how their eyes read music that fast. Like I can play heavy on DDR, or like even challenge, but like when it gets to those kinds of charts, it's just no way. I'm out of here. Let's get an A. And yeah, Taiko's only got 2 real buttons. Understandable. This next one. Oh, music is too loud. Sorry. Let's lower that a little bit. This one. This is like one of like the like 2005 AMV songs. Go 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 go. Could be more like me. This song is so good. This was like the first song I was able to complete on standard mode. Like, DJ Naoki went ham when he made this song. This one gets a straight double S tier for me, buddies. And there's a remix, which is more or less the same. We're gonna put that in S tier. And we're gonna get to some of the fun licensed songs. Actually, this is just some weird... I don't care about this one enough. Bad Routine? We can put it in D tier. I didn't think this music ever stood out to me. I never played it when I was a kid. I don't think it's great. It's alright. Got funny auto-tune vocals, but like, it doesn't stand out. It's like, you don't go play and boot up DDR Extreme and think, yeah, I really want to play Bad Routine. No one thinks that. Sorry, whoever wrote the song. Like, artists... Wait, what? I know that there were pen names, but like... I forgot that, like, the same person uses multiple pen names. Yeah. I think I do remember that. Like, they use it for different genres of music that they write for, like, Beatmania 2DX and, like, DDR and GB and everything like that. God, it's just... It definitely makes it seem like there's more of a sound team. Alright. Now get me for this one?
Are you ready?
This song... you just can't not... Like, the licensed songs... The licensed songs. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me inside and I can't break through. Why the fuck did they put Believe in this game? Why the fuck did they put Believe here? And it's not even the real Believe. Every licensed song at this era of DDR was a cover. Or almost every. Including this one, which I actually realized I really like this cover.
Final stage.
This song is really nice. I like this song. This is Bizarre Love Triangle. Yeah, it also happened with Elite Beat Agents. I think a lot of rhythm games had that issue. Every time I think of you, I feel shot right through with a bolt of blue. It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find. Living a lie that we can't leave behind. But yeah, this cover of Bizarre Love Triangle fucks hella. Also, this song. This is like the speed music of DDR. This is also like a wall song for a lot of people when you get to like the harder difficulties. Like, DDR has a lot of techniques that you're supposed to learn and patterns that like, you're not supposed to like be like perfectly sight reading everything, but you should be recognizing like patterns and arrows for how you move. And this song has like really like, if you don't learn these patterns, you will not pass the song. Everything moving so fast, gotta get my feet off the ground. This song has ruined the original version of the song for me because I heard this version of the song first. But man, this song is just like a good use of that like speed music. And we get some songs that like, yeah, this song isn't great. Even just by like the intro, we're gonna put that in an F. Sorry, I'm not dancing to that. Now this song is called Do Me, which is really funny. Like, if you're like a 12-year-old, the fact that the song is called Do Me, like D-O space M-E, that alone, that funkiness, it's got like a good funky beat to it, and it just has a funny name. So we're gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, listen to that. Boom, 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 boom. And then we have I Never Liked This Song. This is Don't Clock Me, and it wasn't... I always, like, just completely just skip through this. Whenever mission mode had me play this song, I was like, oh god, please let me pass this mission. I was not a fan of this song. It's just alright. It's, like, not something that I would, like, really ever desire to play in a DDR game. And this one is, like, a boss song. And I feel like a lot of the boss songs in DDR just sound like really blaring and obnoxious. I'll lower that a little bit. Like, you can hear the sirens, it's like supposed to make you feel pressure, but I just don't like the song. So we're gonna put those in D tier. I appreciate that they like make the boss songs sound really intimidating and scary and challenging, but also, they're not just fun to listen to. Now this one, Drop the Bomb. This one has like a pretty good like... They just like say drop the bomb a lot. And it has a pretty good beat drop. I guess that wasn't a beat drop, but like... I think when they get into the chorus, it's not bad, it's not bad. I never like sought out to play this one, but like I didn't mind when I was forced to play it. It's not better than Believe. God, all this music takes me back, you know? Just like nostalgic, like old, like DDR music. And it's not even like the old DDR music like Butterfly or like, what is it, like Hero or all that. But it hits a chord. Ecstasy, this song also is just really strange. I don't really care for it. You know, you always like settle on like certain songs when you play a rhythm game. Like when you get back to a rhythm game, you're like, these are the songs that I will always play. And DDR had a lot of those songs for me. Pretty much like anything from the A tier and above, I would play pretty regularly. This one's pretty good too, but wasn't particularly like... It felt too mellow. Despite like the hype instrumentals, the vocals were just okay. I'll put that above Believe. And this one is just like nondescript instrumental track. I always thought sounded really cool. It sounds like really hopeful and has like a good dancing energy, and it didn't like try to bog itself down with vocals. So I appreciate that. We're gonna put Frozen Ray up in A tier. I feel like a lot of these like instrumental tracks but don't have like really cool vocals get put into the A tier. Like you see Bizarre Love Triangle and B4U, those are good ass songs, and they're songs. That's why they go for double S tier. I'm such a fool. I should have called this... This is a DDR tier list after all. There's no S rank in DDR. It's A, AA, and AAA. Here we go. Funk Boogie. It's alright. You got a pretty good saxophone here. Wait, this playlist doesn't have the song that I was most excited to listen to. Funk Boogie, solid instrumental, but like, again, I never played it. Wait, I have to actually hunt this down now. Because this next song has no business being in DDR and also being enjoyable to play despite it sounding the way it does. Pet Shop Boys. Because for some reason the Pet Shop Boys were in DDR. And I don't know if you've ever heard this song, but like, this is not a song that you dance to. Like, could you, like, look me in the eyes and tell me that this, like, who at the board meeting thought that this, like, patriotic-sounding anthem should be in DDR? It also sounds like a church hymn. It sounds like, I don't know how many of you guys know Christian church hymns, but this just sounds like Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart, and that always made me uncomfortable. Is that literally the Russian national anthem? Are you serious? What the hell? I did not know that. Together, we will make our plan. Together, we will fly so high. Together, our friends, goodbye. Like, the music video is just so strange, and this is what you're dancing to, and the song isn't hard. Like, I don't know. This is a AAA, by the way. This song is just a banger. This song is a banger and has no right to be in DDR, but it just is, so, like, that is the hand that we are dealt. And then we have Higher. It's a very solid song. Very bubbly, happy song. The chart's alright, but, like, it's just a very happy-sounding song, you know? Like, very uplifting. And, like, unlike Firefly, which had, like, the really heavy guitar, like, rock instrumentals, this one seems more fitting of a combination of instrumental and vocals. So I'm gonna put that in double A tier. It's just so happy. Where you can stay, where you can find yourself, lose your fear, 'cause there is no one. I have no idea what the song is, but that sounds like the Frankie Valli song that I heard the other day. It's not really great. Like, I never had an impression of this. So we're gonna put a lot of these songs here. Like, I Feel. A lot of these songs that I skipped over were songs that, like, I heard the intro here, and I was like, you know what? The intro doesn't grip me. The clip that they picked for DDR. But now that's a good instrumental intro. I'm For Real, it's a pretty good song, you know? There's not too much to talk about there. I'm just going to go by the intros that they show here because I feel like that'll really give a good idea of, like, the main part of the song. For example, my only gripe is that they don't start with the actual start of the instrumental intro, or the chorus intros. Let me play it here. Yeah, it's a strange song, Jana Jana. I kind of just avoided it mostly, but that chorus always stood out to me. Let me see. Yeah, this. Like, the instrumental, I've never actually heard the full song, I'm pretty sure, or I blocked it out of my memory, but I forgot that it used this kind of instrumentation. Like, very Middle Eastern instruments, I believe. That's that. Let's see, the next one, Jet World. Another one where, like, the instrumental, like, very exciting sounding. Like, it's like, sounds like a rodeo. But, like, it's alright. It's just alright. It doesn't really vary much from that. This sounds like it should have been in Guitar Hero over DDR, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, it's just okay. This one's a DDR classic. Keep on moving. You don't need to hear more of the song than that to know that this is a solid high B tier song. This was also a song that stood out to me because I actually knew what this song was remixing. So I was just like, why is this in DDR? There's just a remix of the Can here, and that remix of Kick the Can fucks hella hard. So we're gonna put that in high A tier. Like, I'm gonna play more of this because I actually really like the song. A lot of the higher ones I'm actually gonna play more of because, you know, it's like this guy with like rap vocals singing to the Can. I'm gonna kick the can. And then like he gets into a verse. Like I don't. There's just some songs that, like, why do you do these things to them? This is the Can. Or, I believe it actually comes from Orpheus in the Underworld, which is even funnier that that's the name of the piece that this is taking from. Oh, wait. Now this next song on the list. I hope a lot of you guys remember the movie Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Or even Digimon, the first movie. There's a song that both those two movies had. And that this song is in this game. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for this next song. Because this is going to be an immediate high tier.
Are you ready? Let's stick.
I hope I don't get the MC'd for this one. Because this is the original. Please let me know if you know this song. It's like I'm getting really bad flashbacks. Once the chorus hits, I hope it hits everyone. Why did they put the song here? This was in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius and in Digimon. I'm putting it just for the song itself. The stage itself isn't particularly hard or interesting, but they just put that there. Yeah, Los Señoritas an immediate S tier. You don't even need to hear more than that. Ladies Night, that's an okay song. It's like an okay song. I'll put it high C tier. And then this one. Another phenomenal pick from the DDR Extreme staff, the localization staff. They really knew what winners to pick for, like, a big PS2 release. Because, like, this was also a really popular song, but what the I guess I can't fault them, because this is like a dance song, too. Somehow I made it through. I didn't know how lost I was until I found you. Why did they put Like a Virgin in this game? Like a Virgin gets a low A tier. It's alright. Me feel. Come on, everyone. It's a song for everyone in chat right now. Shiny and new. Bum, bum, bum. Like a Ah, no, it's not the chorus. I've been baited. Aww. Oh, now this is peak Bamani music. This is peak DDR music. Like, Konami just... This one just gives you that... I'm in an arcade, I'm playing a Japanese rhythm game, it's on like demo mode, and this is a song that you hear. Go, 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 go. Yeah, it's just such bubbly, happy, cheery music. This one definitely gets a low S tier for me. Like the usage of like English words like pronounced in Japanese. And, like, just the bubbly, happy nature of it. Very saccharine. The next few are just alright. This one was in a couple of DDR games. It's just got, like, a funky beat. Not that great. Make It Better is just alright. This was one of the boss songs. I actually really like this one because, unlike a lot of boss songs, it sounds more happy. Like, I don't know. It's like for a boss song, it just gives you like, it feels encouraging. I've never heard this song because this song for some reason was restricted to a Burger King ad that I never got, so I didn't have the code for it or whatever you needed to unlock the song. So I'm gonna put it in the literally S tier because of its unlock conditions. This one isn't particularly good either. This one's pretty nice. Orange Lounge. Mobo Moga. It's like a really, like... It's a fun sounding song. It's got like good lounge music vibes. Or like, not elevator music. It's too fast for elevator music, but just the right speed for lounging. That goes a solid beat here. This one's also a real throwback. Like, this is like Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award. Like... this makes me think of Nickelodeon. And I remember, like, being surprised that this was in DDR Extreme because I think it was, like, the year before this game came out. This was, like, a big song because of Nickelodeon. It's alright. It gets a low, like a high B. We'll put it there. This one's called Music, but it's not particularly great music. And we got, again, a song I never played because the intro that they played on the cover never interests me. Same with On the Jazz. Despite it being jazz and me liking jazz, I just never thought that it was going to be interesting. Ooh, but Captain Jack. The song is like painfully easy, but like just that boom 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 ba-dum boom 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 ba-dum boom boom. Yeah, this song's an S tier. Any Captain Jack song in DDR is an immediate S tier. You cannot prove me wrong that there is a Captain Jack tier that does not belong at the toppest of the top tier. And we're gonna get to some boss songs. Both the Paranoias' music aren't really good. It just sounds stressful. Like, listen to this. This doesn't sound like happy music. This sounds like music that's trying to stress you out. Which is fine, because the track is called Paranoia. So, like, it's just stressful. Then we have Peace Out. Again, another song that I just never played because this does not grip you. We're gonna put that in F tier. Now this one sounds like a Gundam opening. This is, you hear this and you're like, oh shit, I wanna dance to Gundam music. It's not actually Gundam music, but like, it just has that anime opening feel. And like, it comes with the vocals. It's just this Pink Rose and Love Sugar Squared. These two songs just are like the first thing that come to mind when I think of playing DDR as a kid in my basement in like 4th grade. What the hell is this? Another one that I just don't listen to because it's just... that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. And neither does this one. Not interesting songs. This one sounds like a boy band, though. I was like, okay with this one. I didn't play it a lot, but like, I could give it a low C. Simply Being Loved by Somnambulist, which I think has to do with sleeping. It's like, it's alright. It's a song. They're saying words. Yeah, this one was not something I ever wanted to dance to. Now this is The Legend of Max. And I need to play this one because this is like the boss song of DDR Extreme. It's another case of like, it sounds like stress. This song sounds like stress incarnate. Like you're being chased. And if you fail the song, you will die. Which is what the song feels like when you pass it, which I have only ever beaten the song twice in my life on Expert. But man, does it feel good to beat a song like this. It's better than Paranoia. This song has been my demon for too long for me to rate it lower than a C. And then, it gets progressively faster and faster on this part until it gets to a freeze. And then when it said fear, when I made it to that part the first time as like a 12-year-old, I was horrified. I was terrified. And then the song starts speeding up and getting really, really, really hard. And you're holding on for your dear life. You're like, if you're at home, you don't have a bar to hold on to, but if you're at the arcade, you're holding on to that back bar for dear life as you just flail your legs around. And then the next song in the list is Duran Duran. Duran Duran's an instant, like, high tier. This song is not good, by the way. But, like, it's just got the right amount of cheesiness. Like, it's Duran Duran. Like, it's not bad to dance to. The chart's fun. It's just, I can't take Duran Duran seriously. I've never watched Enter the Dragon, and this theme did not make me want to watch Enter the Dragon. I'm sorry to anyone who likes Enter the Dragon. But the theme from Enter the Dragon does not place high. This one does, though. There You'll Be. This is like, the speed remixes in DDR Extreme are just really nice. Like, they have good instrumentals, and like the vocals back it up pretty nicely. Like, this like love ballad that turned into like Eurobeat, like speed metal, or speed pop. One of these days I'll be able to actually play these songs with the arrows on the screen and my feet cam. The rare Ellie Amber's feet. When I live in when my lodging doesn't have me on the second floor. And there'll always be a place for you for all my life. This is an instant best tier. Is Our Love Triangle still the best song though? Let me do that. This song is also just not particularly something I ever wanted to play. It's like kind of an alright instrumental, but like it just didn't interest me. Same with the remix of it, you know? Ooh. But Suguru has the right, just the use of the shamisen. And the music video with just like a ninja, it's like a PNG of a ninja getting rotated, like as if you were rotating your PNG in like VTube Studio on stream. Like, just like, yeah, like it's just like this. Like, the music video is just like a picture of a ninja like this. And then it's just like the ninja's going like this for like the music video every few notes. And like that's the entire music video while the song is playing. But like the track itself goes off really hard. It's like one of my favorite instrumental tracks. So we're gonna put that in a solid 8 here, right above Kids in America. And we'll get to my favorite instrumental track in the game. I hope you guys like Vivaldi. Because I don't know why they remixed Winter from the Four Seasons like this. But V for Extreme is like, was like one of like my favorite songs to play, because the chart was both like rewardingly difficult, and it just sounded cool. This goes into AAA tier. And it made me fake interested in Vivaldi for all of like a few weeks. I remember during this note part here, because you would have to put 2 feet down on an arrow for a long amount of time, and my brother would always just pretend to like doing an air violin during that part, and I thought it was so cool when I was 10. I now realize that is not a cool thing to do at all. Contrary to popular belief, or unpopular belief, air violin is a very tooly thing to do. I feel like this was probably a Beatmania chart at first. It sounds like it with the usage of the piano. It sounds like a chart that would have like filtered me out of Beatmania really hard. It's just... This is such a good track. And it goes back into the chorus again. And then right next to it is Waiting for Tonight for some reason. Again, another strange music choice, but I guess it makes sense given the track record of this game. This is a good song. So I'm gonna put that in like higher than Duran Duran. And then we get Wild Rush, which is just this like woman like whispering into your ear, but it's not even like good ASMR. So like the whispering isn't even that great. So we're gonna put that in like F tier. Both versions of Wild Rush. Like, it's not that great. Yeah, we can just skip this. And we are gonna check out. I didn't know this was a song by Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was just a European song. I thought this was just like a DDR original song. Because this is Boogie Wonderland, or Wonderland LKS mix. So I thought this was just like a really cool sounding like dance song. Because like, you know, this guy's rapping. And it's not bad. And then you get to the chorus. And then you realize that this is just Boogie Wonderland. And I didn't know that this was an actual song on its own. So the first time I heard it, I was like, hey wait, that's a DDR song. And I heard the original and I was like, oh, that's by the guys who made September. Good song though. Next one, we only need to listen to the demo to know how good the song is. YMCA. It's still not better than Bizarre Love Triangle. And then they have this Silent Hill song here. I never played it, but I know if I rate it badly, I think all the Silent Hill fans will come and murder me in my sleep. So I'm gonna say it's a B tier song. And they're both Konami properties, so it makes sense to include music from Konami games. Like, I know later copies of DDR included songs like, from games like Time Hollow, and I don't think I've met more than like a handful of people who have ever heard of Time Hollow before. I thought it was a pretty okay visual novel when I was like in high school. And then I think about it more and I'm like, I don't think Time Hollow was actually good. But the intro song was pretty nice. And now we go to the last song on our list. I think this is also a Silent Hill song called Your Rain. And the music video always stuck out to me. We're also gonna put this in like low B. I think that's fair enough. So there we go. I wanted to revisit one of my favorite older games and place everything, and just to listen to some of those old songs, because you know, DDR's got good music. But we got, it's pretty good. We went through 3 tier lists. Thank you guys all for sticking around, though. For putting up with this, like, last weird one. But compared to, like, the other 2. DDR is kind of niche in comparison. Oh god. There's my music. But, now that that's done, I answered all my Q&A questions. I have finished making some tier lists. And so what we have to do now, what we're going to do now, is we're going to go and take a look at see who's online. I think it's a good stopping point, a good time to change classes. You know, the bell's about to ring. So let's see who we can pay a visit to. Who's online right now? Whose class could we raid? Let's do... Let's raid... Here. I'm gonna raid someone... I've talked with him a couple times back when I first started being a VTuber, and he just came to Twitch recently. So we're gonna give a raid to Mr. Jeff McBiceps. Very swole man, very fun looking model, very huge guy, very nice guy too. Like, he knows a lot about like fitness and working out and stuff. And he's just easy to talk to. So let's go and pay a visit to Mr. McBiceps. As always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And class is dismissed. What? There we go.